Uh,
Alexa, disable gravity.
Turning off gravity. You are now free to float.
Good afternoon to all of us who are joining in on the Espresso Magazine Live. This week we are trying something new. So we are trying to talk about sports. We are going through what is happening in Vanuatu sports. So my name is Chris. I am the editor for Espresso Magazine. And I'm here with Amel from Vasanok. So she's the media officer for Vasanok.
Hi,
How are you?
everyone. I'm good. Thank you. How are you, Chris?
Good, good.
Yes.
Uh,
You feeling ready for this?
yeah. So I was this last week. How did it go with your organization at the Vasanok?
Well, I think like as everyone, it's pretty tough, but we are keep going. We are just adjusting as everyone, but fortunately, we are trying our best to remain as normal as possible, if I may say. So yeah, that's not too bad, I'll say. And you?
Yeah. Yeah. So we are. I'm working on a business that, it's not considered as essential services. So it was
Yeah.
it was a little bit hard the first week, but now I think every businesses are adjusting themselves, and I think maybe in the next few weeks, things will start to will get to go on the
On the new
new
pace, yeah.
normal. Yeah,
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Yeah, it was hard to get the pace, but now we are all ready for this.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
what are we going to talk about today? Let's.
Okay. Yes. So there are going to be Vanuatu is going to participate in a few sports events. So there will be the Pacific mini games.
Yes, exactly.
When
It's coming
will
soon.
that happen?
So yeah, Pacific Mini Games. This is this year. It was supposed to happen last year, but because of COVID, it was postponed. It's for the best, obviously. So this year it's going to be from the 17th of June to the 25th of June. And we will try to send at least 5 national federations there. So far, we'll try. Nothing is official, so send us all your prayer to be able to send all these athletes. But we're going to send athletics, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, and weightlifting. And for the weightlifting today, people, we will have soon Aja, Lolo, which is a new recruit of the federation, and she will be representing Vanuatu. And you can see also on her right, it was on the previous picture, Thomas Wilbur. He will also go to the Pacific Mini Games. So we are really happy and thrilled to have these young athletes to take the relay for Vanuatu, and I'm pretty sure they're excited about it. Sorry, but we'll let Aja talk about her feelings later when she will join us. Regarding the Pacific Mini Games, let's just say for those who don't really know what it is, that it's a sports competition that takes place every 4 years in between the Pacific Games. and it's a smaller competition. Like that, it can allow smaller country to take part of it. So it's also a great opportunity for other nations that cannot compete in bigger competition. It was started in 1981 in Solomon Islands, and since then they had 10 competition, and the last one was held here in Port Vila, Vanuatu. And I believe I can say that pretty modest, but pretty humbly, sorry, that it was a big event, and everyone was really happy about it. Every time that I say I work for Vazanok, people still reminds me of this beautiful event that happened here. So yeah, Pacific Mini Games can be also a really good event. So I think we're going to be happy about this one again this year.
Okay. Um, so it will be in the Marians, right?
Yes, sorry, I think I forgot to say the
Not in Mariana
location.
Islands.
Exactly, in Saipan. So it's going to be in the North, actually, Pacific. So this is also maybe a place that we are not used to go there. So it's great to discover such beautiful places like this one. As you can see on the map, it's north to Papua New Guinea and on the east of Asia. So it's going to be a long travel, but I think that it might be a really beautiful place to discover there.
Okay. So there will be also the Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
Okay.
So Commonwealth Games, I might keep it a little bit for later, but yeah, this year it's particular for Vanuatu since again because of COVID. So we're gonna have two major events happening in a small amount of time. So in June we'll have the Pacific Mini Games, and in July we'll have the Commonwealth Games that will take place in Birmingham, England. So this one is a bigger competition, but again, teams are looking to qualify for this one. You have to qualify to go to the Commonwealth Games. So again, we're working pretty hard with all the national federation to make sure that they have the chances to compete and qualify for these games.
Okay. So about the weight lifting, so it will be the first participation for Vanuatu. For the
In the Pacific Mini Games, no. In the Commonwealth Games, I'm not sure. But maybe people know in the chat, actually. I'm pretty young, so maybe there were some years that I've skipped. So if there is people that actually have this answer, please feel free to give it. It will be awesome.
Okay. I think Ajay is here.
Oh, great.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Ajay.
Hey, thank you very much for being with us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So can you please introduce yourself for the people who might not know you?
All right. Well, hello everybody. My name is Asia Pritchard-Lolo, and I'm a Vanuatu weightlifter.
Okay. So what do you do when you're not weightlifting?
When I'm not weightlifting, so I'm a qualified CrossFit Level 1 coach. So I coach down at CrossFit FMTG, which is by Stud at the tennis club, and I coach people of all ages, like some really young kids all the way to, some adults, and do that about 5 times a week, and I really enjoy it. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Why weightlifting, by the way? Why did you choose this sport? Because I believe your father was a famous rugby player who played also for Vanuatu, so you're taking the
Yes.
relay there. So why did you choose this sport?
So I've always probably when I was around 14, I've always been into CrossFit, and that was like, there was lots of lifting as well in that, and I've always liked that heavy lifting side. So slowly, I'd say in 2019, I started to do some just small weightlifting stuff, but last year I really decided to take it serious, had that gap year, had the opportunity. So I was like, all right, let's do this.
Nice.
Like, let's give it a go. And yep, here we are.
Here we are 1 year later. You're going to the Pacific Mini Games and the Commonwealth Games too. So how do you feel about it, this first international competition?
Oh, still, I'm just so excited at the moment. So proud and honored to represent Vanuatu as well. And yeah, just training really hard at the moment. And I can't wait to do my best for me, my team, and for Vanuatu.
Oh, that's great. And how your training is going so far? Is it not
Yes,
too hard
good.
with COVID?
I'm really lucky to have a space at home. Like, yeah, COVID, it's hard not to see my teammates and not to be in our usual training environment, but I've got a little space, just me, myself, my music. That's when it really counts. So yes, yep.
That's good. I guess it's like a good mental also preparation for this. So I
Yes,
assume you'll
yep.
be ready for that. I have no doubt about it. Yes, Chris, do you have any other question?
Okay, so just I didn't get how old you were.
I'm 19.
How old are you?
19.
19 years old. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. The
Yes.
future is here, ladies and gentlemen. And do you practice other sports besides weightlifting? Sorry.
Not at the moment. I did play rugby a lot, rugby sevens. I did some basketball when I was in school, and tennis. I was really into tennis for a few years. I traveled in the Pacific as well. Went over to Fiji, New Cal, and also played down in New Zealand.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. We have a question from the chat, I believe, Benina. So she is asking, what encouragement would you give to a younger girl or woman who also want to take the same pathway as you with weightlifting?
Oh, that is very good. That was a very good question.
Yes, very good question. Thank you, Benina.
Thank you.
Honestly, I would just go for it. Weightlifting makes me feel strong. It makes me much more confident in myself. And if I can help people find that confidence and that strength within themselves, I reckon it's the best thing for me and for you as well. So yeah, and I'm more than happy to have a chat if anyone wants some like a private chat with me about that stuff. I'm more than happy to take that on.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's really kind of you. Well, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen, so feel free. This is all what sport is about, and this is also what this show is about, sharing our experience and put on light some role model or future role model like you. All right. I believe you'll have an appointment at 5, so we will not keep you too long.
Yes, no worries. Thank you. Yep.
But thank you very much for
Thank
this.
you for your time.
It was really nice.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. And good luck in your preparation.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye. Okay, so yeah, Benina, did you hear about I just reply? Okay, so the next thing we will talk about was the World Cup,
Yes.
qualification games. So
Of football.
it just ended. Yes, of football. It just ended last week.
Yeah, it was pretty hard for me, I have to admit. A few teams that I was supporting didn't make it, so.
Can you share your origin with all of us?
So I was for Algeria personally, because I have my family, some of my family is there. So it was really heartbreaking. And I believe that, a World Cup without Riyad Mahrez is not a World Cup. But I know that Mohamed Salah is going to miss it too. It's a shame because we all wanted to see him there, I believe. Italy also is not going.
Yes, Italy is not going.
Wow. It's one after
It's
the
hard.
other. Yeah. Sweden also, I believe, yeah, Ibrahimovic wanted to make it like his
Yeah, he
last big
played the
show, but
last match, but only what a few, yeah, the last 20 minutes, I think, but didn't manage to qualify with his selection.
yeah.
He's 40 years old, huh? So
Yeah, maybe it's the right time to stop now. It's a sign.
so yes, there will be also maybe I think yeah, there will be the last. It will be the last participation for some of our stars.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who are you thinking of?
with Argentina and Portugal.
Yeah.
Here, many supporters from France, the French team also. I don't know if you have seen the pictures from the last World Cup.
Uh, no, sorry, which one?
There were all the flags around in Port Vila.
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't here. But I heard that, yeah, it was a great moment also for people here and French people in particular.
Okay, so yeah, now with do you want do you wanted to add something more about the qualification, the World Cup
No,
qualification?
I think it's going to take place in November 2022 in Doha, Qatar. We all know that it's November and not July this year because of the heat. It's going to be way too too hot there for the summertime. I believe like if we hear Canal Plus will be broadcasting the World Cup, so people be aware if you want to follow this from the start to the end and to be able to see all the games, which like I love to do that during the World Cup. It's a special moment. It happens once every 4 years, so you can discover also new teams and new players and see like this is
Yeah,
the beauty of the World Cup. It's that you can actually see games that you will never see in another time during the year. And if you can't wait during before this World Cup, Canal Plus will also broadcast the Super League of New Caledonia on their new channel Pacific Plus. So it will be a good thing to do while you're waiting for this amazing event.
yes. So it will be on the Pacific Plus channel. Yes. So the Super League
Yes,
is it will start on the 9th of April until the 26th of November. So you
perfect.
can follow that as well.
Exactly. Right at the moment of the World Cup. This is a perfect timing.
Yes. Okay. So
Also, yeah,
we
for the World Cup, I was just thinking for the Oceania zone, New Zealand is still on the list to represent the whole Oceania region, so it's good. And I think that they'll have to beat Costa Rica, which is a little bit of a challenge, but we are all behind them and
of, of
hope
course.
that they're gonna make it.
Do you know what they call the soccer team?
For the New Zealand,
Football team, yes.
I heard that it was the all white, but I don't know
Yes.
if it was a bad joke from
Always.
from a
No, no, no.
Kiwi
Yeah.
or okay.
It really is. So for
Okay,
the rugby is
all
it's the
blacks,
All Blacks, and for football it's all white. It's not a
and
joke.
it's true. I saw them, and they are really playing in white, so they are not lying. Excellent.
Okay. So I think we have another guest also that will be starring on the show today.
Yes, yes.
Um,
So it will
Good
be for
afternoon, Greg.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for
Good,
having me
good.
here with you guys.
Yes.
hi, Greg. We're good, and you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good. So if I may, I will introduce you. So you're a physiotherapist, Gregory Snachkovsky. I did it
Yeah,
well. Not too
so
bad.
funny.
I've tried.
That's pretty good.
Okay. And you're a physiotherapist specialized in sports. You have your office right now at the medical center. So if you have a problem, go see him. I've been, and he's really good. Some of our viewer might know you also as the former beach volleyball coach, because you helped the team before the Olympics last year, and you were a great help for them.
Yeah,
But you are familiar with the volleyball because you are a former player, indoor and beach volleyball.
sure.
You had the chance to represent France and to also
Yep,
win the World Cup twice with them.
yep.
So this is not a small thing. You also speak French, English, Italian, Russian, German. Um, Awesome.
Yes.
I'm impressed. And I think I'll stop here because you have a very big resume, but unfortunately, we don't have all night long.
Okay,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
this
It's
is
good.
one of the few things that you achieved. So we are really
Yeah,
honored to have you here.
thank
So
you.
you're here to give us some tips because we all know that it's hard to stay at home during COVID, especially for the mental health, but also physical health. We all want to stay fit and healthy and not take again 10 pounds during this lockdown.
Yeah.
So that's my first question. It's a very basic question, but how do we stay fit at home?
How do we stay fit at home? That's a really good question because when you're home, one of the most thing you do, it's like what we call procrastination. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm not really in a good mood because I have to do this and this at home. You always have something to do. You get the kids around, uh, whatever. You got friends popping up, and you got your husband asking for something. So you don't have time. So one of the biggest problem when you want to be fit at home, it's to find a time because you're not going to the gym or a court, so you don't have a dedicated time to do that. So when you don't have that time, you have to create one, and you have to find. My first tip is to find a window in your day that during this window that you're not at home, you're you're thinking about doing your sport or doing a training program. It's one of the most important thing. It's to give you the time to do it. You are thinking about you and your body. You don't answer the phone. You don't answer emails. If someone's popping up at that moment, you say, "Okay, I'm just doing my. You can wait. I'm just finishing my sport." So if you have kids, give it to give it to dads, grandma, grandpa, to the neighbor. But you're alone during that time. It's a sacred time. That time is sacred. It's for you. Okay. Okay.
Well,
So
I hope
that's
you trust
very,
your
very
neighbor.
important. Huh?
I hope you trust your neighbor if you want to give them your kids.
Yeah, yeah, true, true, of course. Yeah, you need to trust your neighbor, of course. So yeah, that's not really easy, I guess. But yeah, my first tip is to really find a time when that time needs to be sacred, and if it can be a regular time, like every day, I don't know. If you're a very good sport guy, you can do like twice a day or once a week, no matter how long you do it, but it have to be dedicated to you only.
Okay. Wow. And for example, I'm at home, but I don't have any material. What exercise can I do?
Oh, it's not really convenient. It's not really convenient to have like your own private gym at home. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can afford that. So, I mean, exercising with or without material, it's mostly depend on your level of sport. But even without any kind of material, you can do a lot of things only in with body weight exercise. It's very, very, very. It could be very, very powerful. Okay, you can do heaps of CrossFit, like as I say, and even without dumbbells or whatever, you can do. You can push yourself every day and every day. So I guess even if you don't have anything, just a mat, because when you do some abs or planking or other type of exercise, it's good to have a mat something. But I guess it could be enough. It could be really enough.
Yeah. The most important is that you find this moment and you do it, right?
Yeah, true. The moment is very important.
Okay.
Okay, we have a question with from Benina. Benina is a news reporter that is working for VBTC, and at the moment the whole team are being in lockdown inside the VBTC compound. So her question was, with mental health, what's your best advice that you can give to the team that is in lockdown in the broadcast house? They've been locked down in VBTC for a month already. So
For months already, in VBTC. Oh,
yes.
yeah, that's difficult.
All the best for
right.
you guys.
Yeah, all the best. Thank you. Nice knowing you. No, just kidding. It's not really easy. It's a really tricky question because, I mean, it's the same. I think that it's like astronauts going up in the moon. You are like 24/7 with someone that is not a part of your family. It's not your girlfriend. It's not your boyfriend. It's not your mom, your kids, whatever. It's only someone you work with. So sometimes you need to disconnect and create your time, create your bubble. It's very important. When you're inside the bubble, you're alone, you're with you can have a chat with friends, whatever, but you have to respect each other's bubbles. When you see someone in his bubble, don't go and talk to him. Let him or let her in her bubble, because that will avoid emptying your batteries. Because when you're living like this and it's mandatory because the government is imposing that, it's not really a choice. So you can compose at the beginning, but sometime at the end, little thing can be a drama. So try to create your own moment. Try to do a bit of sport. Try to find the motivation or to do some sports. It's very good for your health and for your mental health as well. And you can also involve one or two of your colleagues doing sports, because you will create something new. You will create a new activity. And also you will increase your heart beating, more oxygen in your brain, so you will see things more clearly as well. So if you can do that all together, it's hard. But my tip will be to have your own moment and to create your own bubbles and to respect others' bubbles as well.
Nice. Thank you. I have one last question.
Yep.
So there is maybe some people who are watching us and who are not doing sports at all during normal time, but with COVID, they want to do something. So they think it's a good time for them to start. So how do we do to start sports when you don't know where to begin?
So you mean like what I'm going to do, like what kind of exercise, or
Yes.
yeah. I mean that could be tricky because it really depends of your level of sport. If you're a beginner or if you're an expert, but first of all, as I say, create your moment, create your own bubble, sport bubble. As soon as you're inside, you can create that bubble. I think the second half of the work will be the training program that you will have to follow. So if you have the knowledge, you can create one, but it's not really easy to create our own training program. Even for me, I can create some, but when it regarding to me, it's not really easy for me to create my own sports program. So I got some friends who's doing that for me. So my advice about training program, it's to contact professional. Like, for example, you got Aja, she's training CrossFit. So I think she will be really happy to help you. You can go also. There's a lot of coaches here who will be happy to, and they will provide good advices, and that's very, very important. Go and see professional coaches, physiotherapists, of course, no.
Especially
Physiotherapists,
you.
yeah. To be honest, I'm more close to the medical part than the performance one. Even if I was a physio from different French national team or rugby first division in France, I'm just taking more of the medical part and not really the performance. So I can do stuff, but my expertise will be less than a professional coach, to be honest. Okay, so my advice: go and see coach professional. They will help you to do that. Okay, and so you will have some follow up, and you will have also your own personal training program. And that is very important because your training program has to be personal.
That is true.
For example, I know you're not going to do the same thing as I do, obviously.
For sure.
You're twice more fit than me, so
Unless I want to enjoy myself, yes, I will not do it. and I
Cool.
don't want to enjoy myself.
So,
So
Okay.
that's
So yeah,
so
Jerix
did
on the chat
some
said, yeah, you want to
sorry,
take
go
it,
ahead,
please?
Ami.
Oh,
Greg, if someone wants to get in touch with you, how can they reach you?
So they can contact the medical center where the Dr. Julie Bader is working. So I'm working there as well. I have also Facebook page. It's Port Villa Physio Sport Clinic. So I can be contacted on that. And yeah, so you got my number on it. It's 531-5562. And I'll be happy to answer all kind of questions. And yeah, sure, no worries.
it's great. Thank you.
It's great.
Yeah,
Thank you
Jerix
very
on
much
the
for
chat
joining
said,
us
I mean,
this afternoon.
sorry.
Yeah, can I add something more if you don't mind?
Yes, sure.
For the for the games, for the new games and the Vanuatu team, so I just want to say, Yumigo with them Vanuatu, huh? We're all together.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Yumigo with them Vanuatu.
exactly. That's a great spirit. Thank you very much, Greg, for being here with us. So I sum up
It
a little
was
bit.
a pleasure.
Create your own space. See a professional to have your own and personal program and respect
And
other
start slowly.
people.
And start slowly.
Yes,
And start slowly. Because
exactly.
when you're 45, don't think you're going to do the same amount of job you can do when you were 20.
For sure.
Trust me.
That's true.
I tried to start playing volleyball again. Oh, that was terrible.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was terrible. Oh, man.
All right. Well, it's a challenge for after the lockdown. Beat the coach, Greg.
In volleyball, that would be really easy. Trust me.
All right. Thank you very much for taking the time and being with us right now.
It's a pleasure. Have a good day, guys, and feel free to
Thanks.
contact me anytime.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was great. So yeah, sorry, I
Yes,
was saying
great
Jerix from
advice from.
the chat said,
And I
"I'm
didn't know
doing
he was
push-ups."
part of the national team for football, for volleyball.
Yeah. He had a really great career, but he's very shy about it. That's why
You won the
I
World
highlight
Cup twice?
yes, it's indoor
Impressive.
volleyball. Yeah, and he qualified for the Olympics twice also.
Okay, so we'll just do a brief. So yeah, we talked about the Pacific mini game that will happen in end of June, the last week of June.
Yes.
So there will be 5 disciplines. Well, the Vasanok is trying to
send these disciplines. So far, weightlifting is confirmed, as we saw. Aja and Toma will go with her.
So it's with
Yeah,
Aja and Toma.
Toma, yeah.
Okay. And then so there will be also golf, athleticism, and beach ball
And tennis.
and tennis.
Yeah.
Also, so New Zealand has still, concerning the World Cup qualification, New Zealand has still got to reach the last final spot. So this game will be against Costa Rica.
Yeah. In June.
In June. Okay. Did you have anything to add on again before we wrap up? Oh, also there's for those who are interested in sports, so there will be the Super League that will be on Pacific Plus channel on Canal Plus on the Canal Sat, and also for those who would like to follow the games on for the World Cup qualification. So Canal Plus will be broadcasting the match on Bein Sport channel. So it's a formula you have to add. I think it's I have the same one. I think it's around 1,500 per month.
Yeah, it's a premium one. I'm not wrong.
Yes, the premium I think is 3.5, or with the sports channel. So you have the 3 sports channel, and I think it's enough. I mean, you will have a chance to see all the match. Did you have anything to add on before? Oh, we also have the. Did you hear about the music, the official song for?
I heard about it, but yeah, it just got out. I think it's better if we listen to it together.
Okay, I'll try to play.
I wanna walk the walk on every street. I wanna ball out with the world at my feet. Get every discotheque and ask it for me, yeah. I wanna party 8 days a week. I promise you now. Everything gonna work out. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down. I promise you now. Gonna be sticking around. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down. You know we're better together. Don't wanna wait forever.
Yeah, so that was the official song. It's called Aya Aya.
Yeah, it's great.
I think we've shared on Espresso magazine. So if you guys would like to follow the link, you can check on the Espresso page. I think so. Yeah, this is the first time we are doing this. So it's the Sports Mag, and with Amel from the Vasanok and me from the Espresso team. We will do this every Wednesday on at 4:30 p.m. So we'll go live and talk about different sports events and what happens in Vanuatu about sports. So next week we are going to talk about. Do you know what we are going to talk about?
I have a little clue for a viewer. I don't want to reveal everything, but I'll share a picture that's great, and it's going to be a representation of one of the sports that will be back at the Pacific Mini Games. So if you want to see which sports I'm talking about, well, just come next Wednesday.
Do you want to show? Can we
No,
just show?
no.
No, not
let's
yet. Okay.
let them wait.
Okay, so this is the sports mark. So it will happen it will be every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. And on Tuesday and Thursday we also have the Ask the Coach. So it will be with Veleni from Narara Consulting and Chris from Breadfoot Consulting. So they will be talking about businesses, how to react, or following the situation we are facing at the moment. And me for one, so I am also doing photography, freelance photography, and I've been coached by Chris Elphick from Breadfoot Consulting, and he has been very helpful with me to develop my business, and I can't thank him enough. And yeah, so if you guys would like some tips and advices, or if you have some questions to ask Chris, you can send them to by email. So our email is hello@next102.com.vu. Okay, thank you very much, Amel,
That's
for
great.
your time. Do you have anything, any last thing to say?
No. It's been a pleasure here to be here with you. Sorry, nothing more to add. And see you next week, everyone.
Okay. See you.
See you.